6.
With many families on the roads this weekend, a warning to take extra caution. Icy and snowy conditions in Minnesota played a role in this accident near Ashby on I-94. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Krista Baim. A post-Christmas winter storm has caused hundreds of accidents like this one near Ashby, Minnesota, that tore the semi and backed up traffic for miles on Interstate 94. And the Minnesota State Patrol says it's responded to more than 200 crashes and 250 more vehicles on the road statewide. That's from midnight to 5 p.m. One person died and 20 others are injured, involving poor road conditions. Closer in the valley now, we're seeing more cold than snow. Let's go to meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli. Justin?
And thank you, Krista. And good evening, everybody. Well, we saw some dry air. That, got the snowfall totals down. Let's take a look at that radar out there. Now, the system started working into portions to our south as we went through the overnight period. It was the heaviest and steadiest between 8 a.m. and around noon, and it quickly got out of here, and we saw more sunshine later on to the day. Parts of the Fargo area picked up between a trace and a half an inch, with 0 to 1 inches as you made your way points south and east out there. As you can see, as the system quickly got out of here, now the story is the really cold air. 2 degrees right now at Fargo, 3 below at Grand Forks, 9 below right now at Langdon, and temperatures will continue to fall as we go through the evening hours. We should be near 0 degrees with those clear skies out there and that north wind. Well, we're going to be quiet, but the cold air will stick around for the next couple of days, and we're watching a system to our south again, and we'll tell you what it's going to do coming up a little later on in the newscast.
All right, thanks, Justin. There are still some areas of the road to be extra cautious on if you plan to head for home or have any other holiday weekend plans. In Minnesota, there's a lot of blue, which means these roads are partially covered in snow. Farther south, where you see pink, means roads are still completely covered in snow. And if you're driving in North Dakota, most of the state looks pretty good. But closer to Fargo, the purple means roads are covered in some way with snow. And a quick look in South Dakota, where the majority of the state is dealing with scattered ice and snow. And it's been a busy weekend on the roads, no matter where you are, and people across the country are dealing with some wild weather. From tornadoes and flash floods in the south to wildfires out west and record temperatures in the east. This Christmas weekend won't soon be forgotten. NBC's Chris Pallone reports.
The cleanup is underway in Birmingham, Alabama. A Christmas night tornado blasted through a neighborhood on the city's southwest side, destroying a handful of homes, leaving 4 with minor injuries.
When they tell you take cover, take cover.
The EF2 twister packed winds up to 130 miles an hour, but everyone survived. The system also brought torrential rain, more than 6 inches in some Birmingham suburbs. Dozens of people had to be rescued from the flash floods. The state's governor said nearly 200 roads throughout Alabama were closed because of flooding and downed trees. The Christmas Day storms, part of the same system that left at least 15 dead across the South. A pattern of unusual December weather which spawned wildfires in Ventura County, California, engulfing 1,200 acres.
It was pushed by heavy, strong north winds, about 50 miles an hour. The fire quickly grew in size.
Snow finally began to fly in Minneapolis overnight. The Twin Cities had been enjoying an unusually mild winter so far this year, but in much of the east, the warmth persists. Several cities from Columbia, South Carolina to New York's Central Park set new record highs.
Who would have thunk it, right? New York Christmas? Never think this.
Meteorologists say much of the wild weather can be blamed on El Nino, unusually warm water in the Pacific Ocean. Perhaps the easiest thing to predict in the wild winter of 2015 is how unpredictable it can be. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Boston.
You can stay up to date on the weather conditions wherever you are, anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team weather app to get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. And developing tonight, a theft over the holidays has a Fargo truck dealership taking a closer look at all of its inventory. An employee there arrived around 7 this morning and found the company's safe had been taken into the shop and broken into. The thief used tools from the shop to break into the safe and vending machines in the business. The Fargo Freightliner president tells Valley News Live they called police right away and found a hole cut in the east side of the building where they believe the suspects broke into the business. Money was also stolen from vending and laundry machines, as well as a $500 camera that belonged to an employee. The business closed down at noon on Christmas Eve and opened back up this morning, and they're not sure just how much was stolen as they continue to take inventory of tools and other equipment. Now to new information on a fire that displaced a Moorhead family and killed 3 cats on Christmas. The Moorhead Fire Department says a stovetop burner that was left on caused the blaze. It happened on the 600 block of 10th Street North in Moorhead in the basement. There's extensive smoke damage to the entire home. 9 people and a dog were able to get out of the home safely, but 3 cats did die of smoke inhalation. The Red Cross and Salvation Army are helping the family out while they are without a home. In an effort to keep our roadways safe, the Grand Forks Police Department is taking part in Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over. Extra police officers will be working targeted enforcement patrols until December 31st. Officers participating in this campaign will be actively enforcing traffic laws and specifically looking for signs of impaired driving. The public is encouraged to remember the North Dakota DOT's Code for the Road. For those driving tips, just go to valleynewslive.com and look for this story. North Dakota is ready to ring in the new year with the help of fireworks sales. A state law passed 2 years ago allows fireworks to be sold from December 26th until New Year's Day, only to North Dakota residents, as long as you're at least 12 years old. Before the law was passed, businesses could only sell fireworks from June 27th till July 5th, a show that's just as exciting to ring in 2016.
If you see fireworks during the winter, the colors come out a lot more because of the cold, crisp weather, and then there's actually it reflects off the snow. So it's a whole new experience when you light stuff off in the winter.
And a reminder, fireworks are not legal for use inside the city limits of Fargo. And there has been some new construction all around the valley, and that may have you wondering, what is it? We'll show you here just a few. The first, a 4-story hotel building has been built near Staymart on 12th Avenue North. The city of Fargo says the location will be a Value Place hotel. Their website says they are an extended stay hotel. And over in West Fargo, there's a lot of growth going on, especially near Freedom Elementary School. A new 2-story building there, home to the Rusted Recreation Center. The building is owned by the West Fargo Park District, and the Recreation Center will include 2 indoor basketball courts, batting cages, 4 volleyball courts, an indoor track, shuffleboard, and bocce ball court. There will also be an outdoor patio area and green space for outdoor activities. The Park District says there is no membership or fee to enter the facility, and the use of the track will be free to the public. Other activities in the center will be scheduled through the West Fargo Park District staff. And also in West Fargo, a retail strip mall that is just under 12,000 square feet is available to have anything from shops to restaurants. And this is one of 3 new strip malls, all in West Fargo. So far, no businesses have moved into this space just yet. And 2 other strip malls are also being built, one near Cashwise on 32nd Avenue that is under 30,000 square feet, and another near Costco along 23rd Avenue East. And you may be questioning some of the presents you opened for Christmas. We'll go inside West Acres Mall to see just how busy the season of returns is. That's later on Valley News Live at 6.
And we had that storm system miss us to the south. Now we're getting ready for the cold. We'll tell you how cold it's going to get coming up next.
You're watching Valley News.